Hi everyone, happy Veguary and welcome back to our channel. My name is Danny and today I'm going to show you how to make 3 soulful shareables to share with your family, friends, and community during Veguary celebrations and beyond. If you're new here, we at Afro-Vegan Society are dedicated to sharing affordable and culturally relevant recipes for those looking to incorporate more plant-based eating into their diet. Plus, share tips and knowledge on vegan living for a more compassionate and sustainable future. All of our resources are free and available at afrovegansociety.org. Also, this month during Black History Month, we are celebrating Veguary, which is our celebration of all things Black and vegan. This month, tap into our content to learn more about our history as we connect the dots between foods of the African diaspora and Black American culture, plus the rich history of trailblazers that set the tone for a healthier lifestyle for us today. In this video, I will show you how to make macaroni and cheese bites, okra fries, and chicken and waffles, all with a plant-based twist. All of these recipes can be found on our website, so check the description for the link. Also, if you're looking for more affordable plant-based recipes, download our plant-based eating on a budget guide because eating plant-based doesn't have to be expensive, stressful, or complicated. And you can also find the links to this guide in the description of this video. Now let's get into these recipes. First up, we're making okra fries. Okra is one of the most important foods in Black food history. It's native to Africa and was brought to the Americas by enslaved Africans. It became a staple in Southern cooking because it grows easily, feeds a lot of people, and shows up in dishes like gumbo. This is a modern, snackable way to honor an ingredient that's been holding us down for generations.
All right, here I have some clean okra. I have rinsed those, and we're going to cut off the ends of each of the okra. I'm cutting that end off, and once it's cut, it should look like this. Discard of those ends, you can put that in your compost, or you can even save them for veggie broth at the end of the week. And then we're going to slice them down the middle lengthwise. Once all the okra is sliced, you want to lay them out on your cutting board. And using a towel, you want to pat them dry to remove any excess moisture. Now we're going to make our batter. In a bowl, add cornmeal, breadcrumbs, spices like paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, Cajun seasoning, salt to taste. Mix that around until it's well combined. Now toss in all of your okra and fully coat each okra fry. Now we're going to lay them out on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Feel free to air fry these or fry them in a pan or deep fry them, but I wanted to go oil free, so I just went ahead and put them on a baking sheet, and I'm going to bake them in the oven. And these are going to bake for about 25 minutes. While that's baking, I wanted to make a dipping sauce, so I have vegan mayo. I'm going to add in half of a lime, the juice of half of a lime. Garlic powder, and mix that together. Feel free to add any other spices that you like. Make this your own. I also added in some diced parsley. And it's a quick and easy dip for these okra fries. Now that they're out the oven, I'm going to add them to this mason jar lined with parchment paper, and these okra fries are so delicious and so fun to share with your friends and your family.
Next, we're making mini mac and cheese bites. Mac and cheese is more than a side dish in Black households. It's celebration food. It's tied to Sunday dinners, holidays, and community. Historically, it represents how we cooks took simple, affordable ingredients and turned it into something rich and comforting. These mini bites keep that same soul, just made plant-based and party-friendly.
For the mac and cheese, we're going to start off by making a roux. In my pan, I have some vegan butter, and I'm going to add in some all-purpose flour and stir that around. You want to consistently stir this and wait until it browns up, and that's when you'll be ready to move on to the next step. I do suggest using a whisk for this, but I could not find my whisk. Now add in your plant-based milk, stir that around and make sure it's well combined in with the roux, and then add in a can of coconut milk. Stir that until everything is well combined. Next, we're going to add in our spices. We want to bring this to a boil, and once it starts boiling, here I was also adding some pepper to taste and some mustard. Bring this to a boil, and this is when we add the cheese. Stir that in and then let that melt. You can actually turn off the stove at this point because the heat of the sauce is going to melt the cheese. Now add in our elbow noodles. Stir that until that's well combined. Using a mini muffin tin, I'm going to add scoops of the macaroni and cheese using an ice cream scooper. And now I'm going to top each macaroni and cheese bite with a little bit of extra cheese. Now these go in the oven to bake at 350 for about 30 minutes, and they were going to come out looking just like this. I highly suggest letting them cool so the mac and cheese can settle in and they won't break apart. I'm adding them to a paper towel just to remove any excess oil from the macaroni and cheese bites. Now plate them on your favorite dish and then sprinkle with a little bit of parsley, and these are going to be so fun to share at your next event.
And last, we're doing vegan chicken and waffles using cornmeal crusted tofu. Chicken and waffles is a classic Black dish that really took off during the Great Migration, mixing sweet and savory in a way that felt indulgent and innovative. Cornmeal is key here because corn has always been a cornerstone of Black and African American cooking. This plant-based version keeps the flavor and the history, just reimagined.
Now let's get into these mini crispy tofu and waffles. And I'm using extra firm tofu, and I'm just breaking them up with my hand because I want that extra texture as opposed to using a knife to slice them. So feel free to break them into whatever size bites you would like them to be in. Using the same batter from the okra fries, I'm going to toss the tofu bites in. Stir that around so that everything is well coated. Now I'm going to add each tofu bite to a parchment lined baking sheet. This is also where you could fry these. You can also air fry them. It's up to you. These are going to go in the oven. And this recipe is semi-homemade. I did not make the waffles, but in the description below on our blog, I do have a recipe where you can make your own homemade waffles. Once the crispy tofu has come out the oven, I'm going to top those on top of the waffles that I've cut into fours, drizzle some maple syrup, and use a toothpick to keep everything in place, and these are ready to serve at your next party. Delicious.
This is the kind of food that's meant to be shared with family, friends, and community. For Veguary and Black History Month, this is one small way we honor our past while feeding ourselves in the present. Food has always been how we tell our stories. These recipes remind us that our culture is rooted in creativity, resilience, and flavor. We don't have to leave tradition behind when going plant-based. We carry it forward for better health and a better life. And before I go, I wanted to remind you to check out our plant-based eating on a budget guide if you're looking for more ways to be supported on your plant-based journey. If you liked this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!